What's up? Thank you, God in heaven, for being with me today. I'm just telling you, when I started today, before I got out of this house, I asked God, I said, God, I really need your help today, sir. Will you please help us today? And I got to the job, and I wasn't shy about it when we got there either. I didn't make, I'm gonna yawn, sorry. I didn't make, I believe in mojo. I believe in luck. I believe if you say things that it's almost like daring the devil to make your life a living hell. You know, it's like the people on the Titanic, the people who engineered the Titanic said, it's unsinkable, even God himself can't sink it. Sinks on the first trip out. I mean, come on, man. You can't see that as divine intervention, you know? The hubris of man, right? So, I wasn't about to say anything like, this job's going to go easy, or this job's this, or we're going to rock this, or we're going to knock this out. Nah. So, boy, oh boy, those work surfaces, it was 4 work surfaces that were, again, they were 78 inches by 30 inches, and they were 1.5 inches thick. And there was 4 of them. So that's, what, 600 pounds of that, and then the other ones were 120 pounds each. So it's 240, 600, 840 pounds on one cart we were moving into that building. And boy, oh boy, it was for a county government down in Richmond. And when I saw the building, I was scared. I said, oh no, man. Because my boss had tried for 3 days to get information on the job, and nobody got back to him. Nobody got back to him. He tried for 3 days, actually 4 days. Sent an email, say, hey, I need prints, I need this. No, we don't have that. You just go there and call this guy. And we called him, and there's a place in this parking lot I always park at, because one of the things about my job about driving a truck is one of the things we're most terrified of is getting tickets. Any kind of tickets. Parking tickets or speeding tickets, any kind of tickets. Because parking tickets, usually you got to pay them. Usually the company don't pay them because they say, you should have done a better job of parking our company vehicle. Sometimes you get lucky and they'll pay you. But anyway, so I parked on the side, and the guy says, hey, why don't you come over here by the front door, and I'll back you in, and you can park here, and you can unload here. And that made our day right there by itself about 80% easier. And as we were walking in the door, I said, how many floors? Because we had 2 different size tabletops. And my assumption was, okay, we're going to be putting 2 tables in one conference room on like the 3rd floor, 2 tables in one conference room on like the 4th floor, 2 tables in one conference room on the 5th floor, and and then these 2 smaller ones in another room. So we're going to be going all over the place. And this place, the elevators, they're not big. So 78-inch long work surfaces, or well, tops, might not fit in the elevator. Might have to tip them off the elevator and slide them in. And these tops were so heavy. We didn't find that out until we started replacing them. And what it was the room was on the 1st floor, right inside the door. And I said, man, this is like the footprints of God right here. And I know people say, oh, that's just blah, 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 blah. I'm telling you, I couldn't believe it. I said, oh, man. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Because all those tops went into one room. Now, the bases were flip table bases, where you disconnect these handles and the table flips up. Depending on the manufacturer, these can be fairly simple to change, or these can be a complete nightmare to change. Lo and behold, this manufacturer makes one of the best flip table bases in the business. it's amazing how we got them changed. I don't want to say things, like I said, I'm still freaking out about this whole day, about how it worked out. And my boss was incredible. I mean, he's got COPD and he can barely breathe, but he's still working like a crazy man. And my boss was incredible. The people that we did the work for were incredible. They helped us out. And the job went very well. And I was in a pretty good mood at that time. And I was still in a pretty good place energy-wise. And I said all kinds of things after the job to my boss about, I didn't say it to him, I said it right up into the ceiling. I said, thank you, God, for helping us out today. I said that right in the room. I didn't care who heard it. Because, man, oh man, this could have been such a nightmare. There are certain table bases, flip-top table bases, that have all kinds of parts. And they're just a nightmare. And but it all worked out, the first part of the day. Now, we went off to one of our, we got two warehouse locations. The second warehouse location, they always have dumpsters that are empty there, so we went there and we had to throw some boxes away. Oh, and all that we put 6 tabletops on, and we took 6 tabletops off, and the difference was the tabletops they had on had these holes cut in it with these power monuments, and they didn't want those. They just wanted plain tops for a conference room. So we took those 6 tabletops and we leaned them against the wall because that's what the customer told us to do. And that was another thing that worked out perfectly, but that's where we found out how damn heavy these tops were. I mean, they were. I couldn't believe how heavy they were. Anyway, so we got that done, and we went to our long-term storage where the dumpster is, and we dumped away the cardboard boxes, went back to our warehouse, and I had to load 6, they're 72 high by 36 wide storage cabinets made by another manufacturer. And I had to load these in the truck for Monday because, again, my boss is going to be working for me. We're going to take these cabinets and replace 6 of the cabinets these people have because there's some manufacturing flaws in them. And I really can't discuss it too much other than to say that they're getting brand new cabinets. And we hope that this fixes the problem. But I had to load them. And to load them, I had to empty out the truck because I had a bunch of stuff in the truck. Because that truck works as my workstation. And I have to be ready to do anything that has to do with office furniture at any time. I could get called over, oh, you got to go over here and do a wall mount. You got to go over here, you got to do a work surface cut. You got to go over here, you got to cut a hole in a workstation and put a grommet in a workstation. So I got to carry a bunch of crap. And also, to move stuff, we got to have blankets, we got to have straps, I got to have my tools. And so anyway, all that had to come out of the truck, and then I loaded these 6 cabinets. Thank God the manufacturer, thank God they were still wrapped in their cardboard. I could say some things about that, but I won't because it doesn't make any difference what I say. I'm just very disappointed in this particular manufacturer's product. It's not the main company I work for. It's a subsidiary company they bought. But anyway, we got them loaded, got them strapped in, and Jesus Christ, was that hot. That was hot. That was very, very, very hot. I think I finished that at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Either 12:30, between 12:30 and 1. And I still had to do the paperwork for the job we did in the morning because I send myself an email, but I send it to everybody who's connected to the job with the pictures. And I tell them what happened with the status of the job. And I said the job went well, we changed the tops, the customer was amazing, and my boss was amazing, and we got it knocked out. Looks great, works great. We got the tops put up on the wall with some plastic protection behind them and some plastic protection under them. So we got that knocked out. And when I went in that office, I was in a bad way. And I knew it. And I said, this is dangerous. And what I did was, what I always do, I went in. First off, getting into air conditioning was a huge help. Okay, as soon as I walked in that office, that was a huge help. I went in and sat down. I said something. There's a lady that works there I talked to, and she's just a nice lady, very smart lady. She's their bookkeeper, and she's very smart. And talked to her a little bit. And I went from my desk into the bathroom and poured water on my arms. Took my hat off, took my glasses off, poured water on my head, and then I took paper towels and I dried it off. And what that does is it gets a layer of perspiration off you that's filled with salt. It cools your skin, and then it gives a surface for the wind to blow across. That's cool. And you feel, at least for me, I feel so much better. And so that helped. But I left there. My car hasn't had air conditioning for 10 years. I had the windows down. I had the windows cracked because it was so hot. But man, oh man, was that a hot ride home. I was doing 80 miles an hour. Well, at that, I was doing 78 miles an hour. And it was like driving through a fucking blast furnace. I see these people with their windows out, rolled up. I'm like, you blanks. My fault entirely. I should have fixed that car years ago. Maybe I will. I don't know. But if you're wondering about this is my work uniform that I wore today. I had to cover up the emblems because I don't believe in putting my company's name in any of my videos, especially without permission. But man, was it effing hot. And when I got home, I fed Prissy the cat, and I put some more water and put some more water on my head, some more water on my arms, and I wiped that off, and I wiped my head off. I went in here and I sat down, and one of the things I do, which is something I do because I believe in paying forward kindness, faceless kindness to strangers. But one of the things I do is every day that I'm in my neighborhood or in my house, and the post office person comes through, drives through and delivers the mail, I give them a bottle of water. It might be this, it might be my other water, but it comes out the refrigerator, so it's nice and cold. And there's this one lady that comes through driving. The whole genesis of me appreciating post office workers is because I have a deep understanding of what they go through. My brother was a post office worker. I had a good friend, my good friend who is battling cancer, and his wife is battling cancer, and right now they're battling losing their jobs and getting new jobs. But they're doing great because they're survivors. They make me so proud to know them because I've watched them for 40 years. And life has just tried to screw them over left and right, and every time they just keep their nose to the grindstone. They don't drink a bunch of stuff. She smokes cigarettes a little bit. She's not a chain smoker. But anyway, my friend I was telling you about, he worked for the post office for about 12 years until he couldn't stand it anymore. Ironically, he had a supervisor named Phil who was the biggest prick who ever worked at the post office. And he took a delight at attacking my friend because my friend is way different from me. He's very outgoing. He's a very positive person. He makes friends with everybody. He's decent. And apparently that guy hated his guts. And so he had to leave the post office. And also, there's this thing with the post office where Congress said that you have to fully fund all your pensions for the next 40 years out of your budget. And what that did is essentially bankrupted the post office right away. And I hear all kinds of crap about the postal union. I hear all kinds of crap about postal workers. Well, I know how hard postal workers work. I've seen it. I've seen what they go through. I've seen what nightmares they have to deal with and how hard that job is. They make a good living, but they work their ass off to do it. So one of the things I do is whenever the post office worker comes through my neighborhood and I'm home and I see them, I'll carry a bottle of water out to them. And this young lady, she's been delivering our route for, God, I guess 5 months now. Occasionally there's a guy who does it too. He gets a bottle of water too. But the bottle of water is just my saying, I appreciate you, I appreciate what you do, thank you for bringing the mail to us, and thank you for working home. Well, today, just a minute ago, she came through and I gave her cold bottle of water, but I also took like 4 paper towels and I ran it under the sink in the cold water, and I walked it out with the bottle of water, gave it to her. I said, look, this is 4 paper towels, and they're just soaked in cold water. If you wipe your arms and you wipe your face, it'll help you cool off. Would you like this? Yeah, give it to me. So she took it, she squeezed the water out of it, and she took her, I think she had a set of headphones on, took those off, and wiped her, and her glasses off, and she wiped her head, and she wiped her arms, and I gave her the water, and we talked for a little bit, and I told her, I said, at 12 o'clock today, I was in this shit, so I know how hot it is. I appreciate what you do. I don't want to hold you up. You have a great day. I gave her the bottle of water, and then I said, you have a great 4th. She said, you have a great 4th too. You know, we went about our way, you know. So here we are. You know, we got the job done. God really came through on that job. That job could have been such a huge nightmare. It could have been a nightmare, but the good Lord was very kind to me, and I want to say thank you, God, for doing that. That was, oh man. When I saw that cart surfaces going into that door and going directly into the lobby and into the right into that conference room, I said, God in heaven, I am so grateful to you. Thank you, sir. And we got everything done. Man, oh man, at 12 o'clock today, I was in a bad way. And I'm still a little bit loopy. But we're doing better. This is my tea. I didn't drink all my tea. So I'm going to pour it out here. This is my cup. I got to figure out a way to clean that damn straw. But, ooh, okay, I didn't know how that much. Damn. All right, so that's the cup. Believe it or not, I do wash this, although I'm going to have to wash it again. But it works great for moving liquids in a car that's bouncing, you know. And it really helps keep the liquid from being all over the car. As far as the fast goes, I don't know if it's going to go 4 days or 5 days. Tomorrow would be nice to, around 9 o'clock, I'm going to make my meal here tomorrow, if I make it tomorrow, or even if I make it on Saturday. But considering what I went through today, I'd almost view this as almost 2 days of fasting. That might be a cheating, but I'm always going to be honest. I'll say it. If I end it tomorrow, it's 4 days. If I end it on Saturday, it's 5 days. But man, oh man, was today rough. The first half of it, when we did the services, that went till 10:30, and that was good. The second half of it, that went from 10:30 to about 1 o'clock, that was a nightmare. That was an absolute nightmare. The end of it. And there was nothing nobody could do to make that not a nightmare, because I'm on the third day of a fast, you know. If I had had full stomach and full energy, and it would have been better, but we got through it. So please be careful in this heat. We're experiencing 100-degree heat down here in Virginia right now, and the irony is that's normal for this time of year, okay? But heat stroke is a real thing. I got heat stroke about 40 years ago working on the foundation of this house. And we just bought it, and actually, $26 years ago. 40 years ago, I was with my wife. 26 years ago. So anyway, 26 years ago, I was painting the foundation of this house, and I got a little bit too excited about finishing it. And my wife was telling me, Wanda was telling me, she said, "Phil, you need to come in. You look terrible. You need to come in." I'm like, "Oh, I just got to finish. I just got to finish." And eventually I said, "Oh, you know, you're right. I got to come in." And when I came in, there was a feeling across my brain here. And I did the same thing back then that I do today with washing my arms, washing my head, but it didn't help. And that feeling that I got that day, 26 years ago, is still with me today when I get stuck in very hot situations. And coming back from where I work in Richmond to Fredericksburg, that was an hour-long ride. Oh my God. By the time I got here, I picked my stuff up, I got in here, I fed the cat, and I said, okay, cool off wash, sit down. I did want to make sure I caught the post office lady, the post worker. I want to, because I knew it was hot, I knew she was going to need some help. And that's what we gave her. We gave her that water, and we gave her that 4 paper towels. Man, she really appreciated that. Knuckleheads over here trying to get in the kitchen cabinet. So you hear thump, thump, thump. She sticks her nose, and then she goes like this. And the cabinet comes up, and she goes in there, and she walks around. But we made it. We made it. So I'm very happy. I hope you all are being safe. Be very careful. My grass needs to be cut, but my grass can wait. My grass can wait until Sunday afternoon. You know? I'm not getting out in this stuff again. I'm going to go over here and probably go to sleep because I still haven't drank anything with sugar. I've drank my Deer Park water. I drank my tea. I really was thinking about drinking some hot chocolate this morning before I went to work just to have an edge of energy, but then I said, no, you got to have faith in this process, Phil. You got to have faith in God that He's going to help you. You got to have faith in letting your body go into autophagy and stay in autophagy for as long as possible. So I had faith, and we got through it. So, what a day. What a day. Thank you, God. That's all I can say. I mean, you know, and there are cynical people say, oh, you're thinking God. You just worked your ass off. You got lucky. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't believe in luck. I've seen so much happen that has nothing to do with luck. I've seen people's lives not get extinguished because a hand pushed them out the way. You know, I've seen people get up on the internet from places and then the whole building fall in where they were sitting a minute ago. You know, it ain't luck. There is a power out there that helps us, and there's another power out there that doesn't help us. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just happy that this day is moving on. Fast Day 3 is moving on. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. That was just half bottle, so that's like equal to one bottle. One thing I will tell you about water and about getting dehydrated is you'll be dehydrated way before you know it. That's why I actually time myself about once an hour. I'm going to drink a whole bottle of water in weather like this. And when I open the bottle and it's cold and it's good, I try to finish it. Because there ain't nothing worse in this world than hot water. Now, I've drank it, but you don't want to have to drink it. So, anyway, folks, please stay safe. Have a wonderful Friday. Have a wonderful July 4th if you're going to celebrate the 4th. Happy 250th birthday, America. We made it. We made it. We made it. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful to say those words. And I hope that every country across this world can say that about their country too. If not now, eventually, Some nations have been in existence for thousands of years, So, anyway, God bless you folks. If you need God's help, and I needed it today, and thank you, God, for being with me. Just put your hand on your shoulder and say, Lord, I need your help. And this job is going to be a nightmare. I need your help just to get through it. I know you can't change the conditions of the job if that's the way it's going to be, and we got to fight through it, but please help me through it. And it'll help you. Might not come in the way you think, but it'll help you. You folks have a wonderful Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We will see you on another video, but for right now, I'm going to take this shirt off. I'm going to go in there and do my water again and dry myself off, and I'm going to go in here with a bottle of water and my tea, and I'm going to turn on YouTube. I'm going to lean back on my love seat, put my feet up. I'm so blessed that I've got two air conditioners, the small, little cheapest ones you could buy at Walmart. One in the kitchen window here and one in the middle room over there, and I'm using fans to blow it all over my house. My bedroom, I blow the cold air down the hall and then blow it into my bedroom. But that keeps me from running a fourth or third air conditioner, because I used to run a lot of air conditioners, and my electric bill was horrendous. So hopefully it won't be as bad this time, but the house is comfortable enough. I got my ACs set on 74, so in this kind of weather they're going to run constantly, but they do shut off at night. But these fans I got the black fans from Lowe's. The white fans ain't worth a damn, but the black fans, they blow air really good. It's a black fan with rounded edges, and it has the switch in the corner. And they blow air really good. And they're blowing air all over the place here. I got a fan here I've got off because I'm doing the video. But the house is really comfortable. I'm so happy about that. I hope I'm not looking at, her horrendous electric bill. But so far so good. Oh man, thank you God. I'm feeling better by the second. I really am. That water helped. Those half bottles of water I drank, that helped too. And there's Knucklehead coming out the cabinet. There she goes. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful Friday and Saturday, and we'll see you in the next video, okay? Stay out of that damn heat, okay? And don't get in that damn state of mind where I gotta get it done. I gotta get it done, no matter what. It'll kill you. This heat will kill you, okay? God bless you, folks. Yeah, what do you want, boo-boo? Huh? Let me show you to the peoples. Huh? Look at the boogers. This is boogers. She's gonna walk away. There she goes. Come here, boogers. Come here. Come here. What you she thinks I'm gonna grab her up again. I don't usually grab her up like that. Here you go, boo. Here you go, Knucklehead. Love you, little mess. Yeah, little boogers. Come here, boogers. Ain't nothing in the bowl. Alright, I'm going to leave you alone. Folks, be careful out there, okay? God bless you, and have a wonderful Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll see you later, okay? Oh, shit. Daggone it. threw that in the floor and stepped on it, scared the piss out of my cat. I'm sorry, Pooh. What you doing, Boo Boo? Come here, baby. I'm sorry. She's like, I ain't going near you. Come here, booger. Come here, little mess. That tail all bushed up. Yeah, scared the piss out of her. Come here, Boo Boo. Come here. Come on. I'm sorry. Sometimes your daddy's a dumbass. Come here. She's alright. Just scared the little hell out of her. You little mess. You little boogers. You little boogers. Yeah, I'm sorry. Your daddy's got the stupid feet, okay? Alright? Stepped on that thing and it made that noise, and man, she took off like a rocket. I'm sorry, Boo Boo. We're very tranquil around here, believe it or not. I value peace and quiet, and she lives in peace and quiet. I don't believe in teasing her or chasing her around the house or anything like that. I give her a peaceful existence. So there we are. Anyway, sorry about all that drama. Oh, Lord have mercy. Have a great Friday, Saturday. We'll see you in the next video. Let's see if I can walk around here without hitting another water bottle. Okay, I made it. Y'all have a good one, folks. Peace.